I got this air filter for the AprilAire house air filtration system. It's with the heater we got a new filtration system, and that uses the 410 or 413 filters. The 410 is 11 MAF and the 413 is 13 MAF, so it has a higher filtration level. MERV, sorry, not MAF, MERV. So this filter here comes also as an extendable filter. The material looks fairly decent, nice foamy. So this is the side where the air comes in. The other side is where the air comes out. That's indicated right here by the arrow. And so by their instructions, it comes with these clips that you take and put right here, so that expands the filter. And that is quite a bit different from how the AprilAire filters are. The AprilAire filters right here have a plastic track, and if you hold on, I can show you that. So right here is the used filter. This one is just a MERV 10 filter, and obviously it's dirty. So this filter, I'm getting to it why it's shredded later. This filter has no spreader bars. Instead, it has the track right here on top, which is slide into the top and the bottom of the case of the unit where the filter is in. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how this looks once those spreader bars are in. So right here the spreader bars are in place. They say the spreader bars are reusable in the instructions. Other people also reviewed, and the same thing happened to me. When you take the spreader bars off that plastic tab, you kind of have just to push it up to pop it out. More often than not, they break off, and once they're broken off, it kind of wants to fall apart on that, so it's kind of hard to deal with. But anyway, so two things that filter has an issue with my AprilAire filtration system, and why this filter will not work. First of all, it's those side spreader bars. That adds width to it, which I'm gonna show you will not work in my case, because it has a metal strut in the middle of it where this just does not slide in. The other thing is this does not extend all the way to the top of the filter enclosure either, so there will be air flowing right above it. So I don't know what the heck BestAir is advertising this here as being compatible with that system, because it's not. Let's go over to the furnace. So right here is the AprilAire filter, and obviously the filter is not in. So here we have, now if you want to look at the model number, right there I have the 1410, which means it just came with the 410 filter, which is the MERV 11, but it also accepts the MERV 13, the 413 filter, 413 carbon filter, and the 416 filter. They're all the same size, it's just the MERV rating is higher. This one has carbon added to it. So to show you right in here, does it make a difference if you turn on the light? Maybe, yeah. So here we have the bottom track, and right, how should I show it? Right there is one strut, and there's the other strut that kind of come in too far for the spreader bars. And up there is the top track. So right here I have the plastic piece from the old filter that I tore apart. So you see right here is the track where you put the plastic piece in, and it holds it nice and tight up there. Oops, sorry. It holds it nice and tight up there, so no air is gonna flow above it. So let's go grab the other filter. So first of all, I want to show you right here, there is a big gap. I can slide my whole hand right in here into this gap there, so it does not seal up totally. Then if I push it in right here, it stops. So that's halfway in, and that's because the black spreader bars are hitting the side of it, and there's no way to put that in. So yeah. A silly idea of mine was to tear apart the old one, and it's stapled on here and glued on there, and just wondering if I could be putting that track right on top of it, and it just turned out to be such a pain just to even to take it off. It's not worth it. So I'm just gonna not modify this here at all and return that. I will mention that this one is faulty because the tabs did break off right away, but it's not even the right thing. I don't know what furnace that fits in. So ultimately I broke down and bought the original filters from AprilAire. This is an 8-pack, which drove the price a little bit down, and also the 8-pack was shipped the fastest within 2 days, since I destroyed the filter and you don't want to run the furnace without a filter. So right in here we have the original filters. I'm going with MERV 13 just because they were about the same price, so why not? So let's go ahead, and right here it says, shows you the different type of filters that you can have. So let's go ahead and open up the box and then install the filter, see how well this one will fit. One thing surprisingly is this box is so much smaller than the BestAir, and I think it's mainly because we don't have the stupid spreader bars in the box as well. I need 2 hands here. Okay, so we have here the AprilAire 413. That's where the air comes in, the white side. And the air goes out right where the wires mesh are. What is that? Is that a production fault? That should be able to spread there. Not totally sure what that is. It's tangled up. Let me get 2 hands on it. Okay, I got it about just a couple places where the glue was kind of stuck together on that band. So yeah, right here. There's not really an ups or downside. Just have to watch out for the flow direction. So So let's go ahead and install that. So the installation is two-handed neat here. So first thing I did is install it on the bottom. Oops. Better take the old track out here. So first thing is I installed it on the bottom track. Now I pull it up, slide it into the top track, and it's already nice in there. I push it in and it has a perfect fit. Now we just grab the enclosure, add a front lid, put it in, close it up, and that's it. Everything is good again. Couldn't be easier. So in summary, go with the AprilAire. BestAir was the only other filter that I saw was advertised for this kind of filtration system and was advertised as being compatible, but obviously it's not at all compatible. The filter material looks totally fine. It's the spreader bar stuff that does not work at all. So I'm not totally sure why they do all the hassle of the spreader bar when such a cheap old plastic track would do the wonders and would just be as good. Is it patent or whatever? I'm not sure. But don't buy these ones. I got that from Menards on sale. That's why I bought 4. And also this is 11% off. So it would have been somewhat cheaper than the original ones. Not super cheap, to tell you the truth. But it doesn't work. On Amazon also there is some no-name brand that works exactly the same way, which I think is from the same manufacturer as BestAir. Anyway, just want to let you know that those filters from BestAir don't work, and even though it says it's for the 413, I can show you the box again close up. So right here it says it's for the 413. It fits all these filtration systems, and yeah, unfortunately it's a no-go.